body that is not exterminated becomes one of them. It gets up and kills. The people it kills get up and kill.
Manhattan is built on magnetic rock, and whenever I come here I feel really weird and queasy. I have to lie down. It'll be alright after acclimatise to the Manhattan magnet. It'll be alright in about an hour. For real. What time did you get back? About 7 o'clock. I spent about 3 hours rearranging my hotel room because I didn't like the way it was laid out. And then I had to come down and do this press.
You should come out when I told you to come out.
What do you mean you tried to come out? You did your amazing disappearing act.
You lying little motherfucking shit.
You didn't.
I came up to you and I said, I'm going.
I remember, sorry.
Yeah, thank you. I said, I'm going because we've got to work in the morning and I'm a really good boy. You said, no, I'm staying here.
We have the creators, the masterminds, the brilliance behind the Gorillaz. We have Jamie and Damon here today. So you guys, what's going on is you guys have a Gorillaz show. You're doing a few shows here in the US, right?
Doing 5 nights at the Apollo in Harlem.
Okay. So how'd you guys, this is one of the more like brilliant, off the wall, amazing music concepts that's, you know, come up in a long time.
Right.
What were you guys doing sitting around and all of a sudden like, cartoon band, we're going to make a cartoon band?
See, I'm the sort of person who watches TV and just screams at it all night long, and then I ended up watching TV with him, and he's kind of the same. So we were watching MTV, and we were just like, what's all this rubbish? And then what's all this rubbish manufactured crap? So we thought we could probably do it a little bit better, but slightly different.
People take themselves way too seriously in the music business, so I suppose Gorillaz for us is just a sort of, is an antidote to that.
Well, how do you guys feel about stuff, you know, like the extreme of what you're talking about, like American Idol or, you know, the manufacturer?
All of that is a sickness and should be, and should, you know, they need to find a cure for it. They really do. I mean, sadly, I know the guy who invented all of that. Mm-hmm. He used to actually work for our manager. He's got so much money, and all it's actually given him is a slight weight problem, a very, very orange skin, and really bad leather trousers. That's really that is karma manifest.
From my nasty little brain, and a bit of it comes from Damon's nasty little brain, and it's our little brainchild.
I think the whole thing about Britpop was that it taught me that it's very difficult in this country to be experimental.
People are bored shitless of being into Ricky or Dicky or Shitty from fucking this new boy band. He's the one who does the backflip, she's the one with the tits, and she's the one who goes out with the other cunt from the other band.
The most exciting thing we could do, and that's all it's ever been about, is in really enjoying and getting genuinely excited about the possibilities, not necessarily achieving anything of our ambitions, but just going into it with that sort of sense of sort of wonder again, you know, about what could be if you got it right.
success. This is loads and loads of shots, press shots really. 2D. This is the we've got a gorilla in the band who plays the bongos. It's Noodle. All this stuff can be used for internet sites and press photos. And, you know. This is a scenario from one of the TV series I'm thinking of doing, where they Murdoch tampers with black magic and makes pacts with the devil, and they're filming a video in this graveyard next to this vivisectionist laboratory, and he does a few little spells in the back of the tour bus, and all these zombie monkeys come out of the ground and attack them. A bit of fun. There's them playing. I'm dying to get animating really, so I can make them move. First ever picture I ever drew of Gorillaz. The day after me and Damon sat watching TV in the evening talking about it, the next morning I woke up and do that. No. 2D, Russell, Murdoch, Russell, Paula. Who the fuck is Paula? We always wanted to pick up on some sort of pop star stereotypes and then maybe have them living the lives of real pop stars, but that it didn't end up coming out quite like that because they sort of took on characters of their own. I mean, people are always saying, you know, that think that I purposely invented like a black character, an Asian character, and an English character, so we can appeal to everyone, but it just came out like that. I mean, when I was inventing Noodle, I was drawing sort of 17-year-old girls with guitars, and Damon said, you're always drawing stuff like that, why don't you do something different? And so I just drew a 10-year-old, and it just seemed to work. Murdoch's sort of the, it's his band. he sort of put Gorillaz together. It's his idea, but he's sort of an ugly, sort of snaggle-toothed Satanist who didn't actually get the job of being the lead singer because he isn't very handsome. So 2D got the job, which is always going to piss him off. But 2D sort of looks at Murdoch and, as if he's, you know, his saviour, his sort of big pal, his big brother, and yet he's totally abused him and he's an absolute cunt to him all the time. And 2D seems to be the only one who doesn't realise this for some reason.
There's no one told him that he was almost
He's just one of those people who you tell things and it just doesn't seem to register in one ear, out the other. This is what I like to do at work. Watch The Exorcist and Zombies Dawn of the Dead all day. I watched 3 zombie films in a row the other day. And made myself really depressed. The animator will do the main body of work. I'm talking! The main sort of movements and stuff. And then there'll be a big team of people who are all there to sort of help. Fill in colour, ink, pencil. Shit! It's not a very exciting process. It's not sort of like sitting down in the studio and then he comes up with a great little tune and everyone goes, oh! It's not like that, it's more sort of donkey work. But the finished result will be wicked.
Are we ready? Oh, ready.
Oh, it sounds great. Doesn't it? It sounds fucking wicked. What have you done to it?
I'll do another one. Get a woo-woo with an echo. Come on, Jason. Come on, you know what I'm saying now.
I think we have to have a few kind of songs like this, you know? Because we'll have all this nice dubby stuff and then occasionally we just throw in with a nasty track.
Down to myself, I got top. Make it up myself, I know up. Oh, I start up, I start up. I tell you, shut up. Back to the town, doing what you can. Down to
in the middle, which is great. That's all we need. It just needs some little thing in the second verse on the gaps. I wonder what. That's fucking wicked. It's fucking great, yeah. So what we've got here is a LA hip-hop producer, a Jamaican old-school dub bass player, and a twat from Leytonstone. One day, a gentleman called Junior Dan sort of knocked on my door, and he'd heard me playing the melodica, and he came in and introduced himself, and he's a sort of 60-year-old wrestler, so I was immediately very intrigued why he'd be interested in playing on my record. It transpired that he's one of the original Studio One musicians and has worked with everyone from Bob Marley to Augustus Pablo to Lee Perry to King Tubby. And from that point on, these sort of heavy bass lines were sort of appearing on all my tracks. And then I kind of got sort of 75% way through the album and then found I couldn't really go any further, so I rang Dan up and he brought some amazing characters into the picture, like Del Funky Homo Sapien and Miho for Jubilee Matto, and sprinkled a bit of Dan Nakamura fairy dust over it, and Gorillaz was created.
Typical. 2 weeks to animate. You know, 8 weeks to choose a song.
What, don't you think that's enough time?
What, 2 weeks to animate a video? Peter can only animate 2D's mouth singing the lyric and his eyes blinking a bit. That's it. Can't have him moving his body, can't have him nodding his head. Can't do anything like that. Both in agreement on what should be the second single, or the first proper single, because this is sort of supposed to be a low budget video and it's kind of a small release.
So what's the first proper single then?
Clint Eastwood.
Russell, once it's got the clear track without me, just feel it the way that he wants to do it. It's not my, once he sings it, it's not my song, it's his song. Okay.
guys.
Yeah. But a bit more.
It's nice, you know. It's not so it's 73 years old. After 73 years old, try something different for him.
Déjalo, si quieres continuar, hermano, sal, ilumina tu vida. Todo el cielo apretándote, dime qué harás.
Tom, if he's going to carry over onto the second verse, then whatever the second verse is going to have to be on different tracks, okay? This is extremely important, Jamie.
Says he hasn't even got his fucking trousers on. Look at that.
I wouldn't worry about putting on funny accents. Doesn't matter. It's not important. This guy doesn't know.
We're supposed to be the characters, aren't we?
Yeah, but we should be ourselves.
Be the characters. You can't. I mean, a little bit. You've got to be 2D, so you've got to act like him. You've got to be.
You just be ourselves like that. They're not going to get it like that. Trust me. They don't get it in that way yet. So it's important.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course, it's a serious interview, and we will answer all the questions seriously and try to do a funny, cool interview.
Yeah.
But the characters have characters, and you have to sort of portray that character a bit. 2D isn't that smart, so you know.
No, sure.
You've got to be a little bit fucking. And he knows what his character's like, and I've got to be Murdoch, who's Murdoch, so I've got to be a bit fucking, you know, like Murdoch. I'm going to talk like this. Hey, Murdoch here. Is that right? Or is that a bit too? I know how you do it. You're very well. You're waiting for your call. We thought you'd forgotten about us.
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm a bit disorientated.
Hello? Yeah, don't be fucking up my head like that. What's funny? Well, we don't fight crime, but you know. What? Who the fuck is comparing us to boy bands? You seen the boy band? What are we, A1? Oh, hang on a little bit. I got some dude, Damon Albarn's coming in here.
Mark. Hello, it's Damon.
It's not working. I'll be me. I'll say that.
Cheers. Right. Just had to explain it to him. It's all right.
You blew that, didn't you?
What?
You totally fucking blew that. That was going fine, man. It's because you panicked because you couldn't think of anything to say as 2D. You had to step in as yourself. He was doing great. I was doing all right. We were just easing into it. And then you stepped in. It's almost like you were saying, "I'm sorry. Okay, all right. We're not really real, but I'll talk to you." It was going absolutely fine, man.
Oh, for God's sake, he hadn't got it, all right? This is the first piece. He's going to talk about this new band, great music, great images, with these characters and the whole thing.
Yeah, but I think we need to get this sort of...
I totally agree with you. My God.
Down to a T, because, you know, I mean, we're in fact...
Jamie, I've been talking about this. I've spent all... I've been like on, you know...
Let's not fucking yelling. I'm just saying what I think.
Can you just understand this, right? I'm going to say this once. Okay, this is an organic thing. Every week something comes up. You know, Rolling Stones might decide tomorrow that they want to do an interview the next day. You can't, that's the level of work. That's why I was saying to you how important it is that you get a group of people who are all very confident about their characters.
Well, Remy's fine, and I think we should get Nelson because he was really good as TV.
Yeah, and I'm sure
you two have got a bit of repartee.
Yeah.
So.
Phil Cornwall will be excellent as well. But, you know, just to say that I fucking, you know...
Right, I'm sorry I said you blew it. You didn't blow it.
Jamie, I spent years not explaining myself and just expecting Americans to get it. They didn't. Americans like you to be nice. They like you to explain things clearly. They like to feel that they're, you know, they don't want to feel you know what I mean? They have a real problem with English people to start off with. And the people that do well in America are the ones that go and fucking explain it all, you know, and play the game that they're, you know. The guy got it. The guy, first thing he said to me, he said, I can see how difficult this is, you know, but I really am into this, you know. So I just said, yeah, well, you know, what we're trying to do, you know. You know, what else do I do? No, fuck off, you know.
In the time before Dark Pop, chaos reigned. From the chaos came Gorillaz. The nature of Gorillaz was irrepressible. Their debut album, featuring the massive hit Clint Eastwood, is coming. Judgment Day will be March 26th. Be enlightened.
Ready?
You got it?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Open your mouth.
Yeah, it's open, man.
It's not open enough. Whoa!
Well, if I just had...
You ready?
If I'd had a tracheotomy, you would have been fucking right in there.
Just got to be cool about this, yeah?
Damon was saying, oh, he needs to sound more American because he's from America, but the fact is Russell's been living in England for probably about 6 or 7 years, so he's probably lost a lot of his... And the 4 years before that, when he was in America, he was in a coma, possessed. So there's a very good chance that his American accent is slipped, and it also has to be consistent. Because I mean, it's obviously it's hard holding a voice. Yeah. It's going to slip. I mean, that fucking Nelson, I don't know. 1 minute he's 2D, the next minute, I don't know.
It's John Inman.
I've got to go for a piss really badly. Keep going, Kaz.
Okay, there was a girl named Mariah who succumbed to her lover's desire. She said it's a sin, but now that it's in, could you shove it a few inches higher? How's that? Back a bit. Okay, how's that there?
Russ, do it again.
But I sort of explain the sort of, you know, what mood he's in each one. Yeah, okay. I think that one's obvious. He's got a steaming hangover and he's very fucking pissed off.
For the love of sweet Satan, my head. What is that banging? Stop that banging! Stop it banging! Stop it banging!
I can't catch it, look, it's so slippery. I can't kill it.
Can't kill it? What do you mean can't kill it? I'll show you how to kill an eel. You grab the damn thing, melt its face. Melt its face, melt its face.
Gorillaz have gone tin, and, you know, I'd like to accept this on behalf of no one but myself, because I've done remarkably well. Thank you very much to everyone, you know, for leaving me alone and letting me get on with being beautiful.
And this is what I got. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, he'll let me know when he's ready. I'm the controller. No, Tom's the controller, and I'm second in command. Better get my hard hat on. Okay.
Naguri! Naguri! Naguri, naguri!
I do that a lot, actually. That.
That's his. That's his sound effect.
Is it?
Imagine Murdoch dressed up like a fucking Nazi. Yeah. Looking like a right fucking idiot.
Oh man, where'd you get that outfit? You can't go dressing up as a goddamn Nazi, you cracker ass.
This thought has never actually occurred to me. What do you mean?
Well, why didn't anyone tell me it was crap?
Damon, it's the police. They want you to stop playing the fucking flute.
The awards for best video, so sort of me and Peter, really, isn't it? We should really.
Oh yeah.
Get up. I don't like going out.
My team are the best. Fucking great, my team. Kate's great, Susan's great, Matt's great, the Watkins brothers. Everybody's getting it done. 300,000 people on our website. being entertained, and we have 6 people putting it together. That's a 30-man job, that is.
Won't you buy me piano chord, dictionary?
We got to maybe after Christmas, doing more stuff, another video and a half, TV show, live show, internet site, press shops, merchandise. The list is just endless. I've just completely lost my backbone and my will to draw, so I can only manage to squeeze out one half-decent picture a day. Do you think it's just overkill then? That's it, mate. It's finished for me. Career over.
I can smell them.
How many fucking instruments you brought with you?
I thought this was showing people about what Gorillaz is about.
It is, exactly.
Right then, so I'm going to play my banjo in this
In the psychiatrist?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Damon.
He's not going to.
I am.
No, come on.
Damon.
If you want to do things like this, you should have said 2 weeks ago, not on the day.
I told you that on the day I would be having a few creative ideas.
But on the... You're playing the banjo in the scene this afternoon, okay?
That's my jacket. It's not a jacket, it's a shirt. You gave it to me ages ago, yeah. When I lived with you.
In those days of shared pants.
Shared? Sorry. It's a bit one-sided, isn't it? I didn't share any pants.
It got to the point where he was hiding them at a different place every hour. They'd move. Became like a sort of, strategic cat.
The thing I didn't understand is that every pair he borrowed, I never saw them again. I said, fair enough, we'll wash them and you can wear them again, but no. They disappeared. And I'm like, where are they? Oh, I don't know. How can you not know where your pants have gone?
At some point, I just sort of got this massive urge to play live, because I just thought this record would work live, and I got a set of musicians together. Some of them who played on the record, and some of them who were totally new.
When he came in and didn't know the stuff, I was just like,
I know.
I'm going to have to get to it, but...
I know, but actually it was just because he...
No, but fuck it, man, that was even better, because he picked it up really fast, you know?
And he's had his own bits, which is even better.
I think we have a band. Nice one. Nice band you've got. Just got to get a keyboard player. Huh? We're not half bad. Got to get a keyboard player and then we have a band. Right, we know when we're coming in and everything. Just confident. Doesn't matter if you get things wrong. Just confident about everything, and then we'll progress a lot quicker.
The technology does not exist to do exactly what we want to do on stage. So the live show was the one thing that didn't come easy. I mean, everything else with Gorillaz, we had it pretty figured out from the start, but the live show was something that we couldn't quite get our heads around. So basically what you have is a giant cinema screen on stage, and you have a live band standing behind the screen, playing the music, and onto the screen we project animation and flash animation and images and live action and just all kinds of stuff, really. So it's a real experiment, the live show. It's different. She's going to wear like a sort of a chair and mouse sort of thing on top. If we can give her a Les Paul that's not plugged in, she can just hold.
She looks like fucking Lulu.
Mind the window.
Knob. Fuck face.
Gary, you ready? Yeah.
You won't do it.
Take 3. He'll be doing this with arthritis at 98. Take 4.
Take 5. It's always a good one.
Classic, man.
Can we go home now, please? I've really had enough of Paris. Please, I've had my sandwich. I spilled my Bollinger. I want to go home.
We have Damon from the Gorillaz, and we're going to be doing the interview. We have 10 minutes.
Okay.
So I have him here, and we're ready to go.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, you're calling from London?
No, actually, I'm calling from Miami.
Venezuela.
Because EMI thought it would be cheaper.
Okay. And what are you doing in Miami?
It's ridiculous, really. All I'm doing is telephone calls. I've got an idea, though, that maybe it would be nice to record in Iraq. That's Iraq. Hello? Hello? Oh, God, I hate doing this so much. It's like... Oh, it's boring.
There's like 20 radio stations in a room, and like a free-for-all. There's gonna be a bunch of other bands there, so we just...
Oh, not gonna bump into fucking...
All right,
we're not gonna bump into Youngstown.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm tired of our nemesis, Youngstown.
Well, if we start a fight, well, that would be good.
Yeah.
That'll get press, wouldn't it?
No such thing as bad publicity.
Damon all
We'll
about
find the
down.
bands. It's the VMAs, like anybody who's in town for this is gonna go. I mean, if I don't know, they're all gonna be there. It's like everyone sort of, they'll do like 2-hour blocks. There's not even really much
In
time
what
for the
sort of
bullshit.
bands? Are we talking bands we've never fucking heard of? We're talking about actual proper
Justin
bands.
Timberland's going to be there.
Probably, you know, mixture of both.
You change your name to?
P. Diddy.
You can change your name to?
Like ashamed of myself, so.
J. Shitty, J. Hiddy.
It'll be great to know
Jay
when
Weasel.
he goes back to his original name.
Jay Weasel. I like that.
Jay Weasel, hello.
Jay.
How you doing?
objective to this shit is just fucking, just give as little as possible. Do you know what I mean?
Hell. We're in hell.
We're live backstage at the VMA with the Gorillaz. Oh,
We're going to be interviewed by the Road Warrior, look. We might get fucking Justin Timberlake suddenly stroll by and say, "You were talking about my pants? I'm gonna kill you, motherfuckers!"
You're calling me Timberland? My name's not Timberland. Motherfucker. My name's Timberlake. And my trousers fit me fine.
Where are we going now?
Oh, you told us that was it.
this is gonna say. So wait a second. So who are you guys?
I know, we're really right in the kind of epicenter of the cattle market. It makes England look quite sort of mild and sort of respectable and civilised.
Plug.
Plug.
What do you think? It's good like this? The length?
Let's have a look.
Oh, this is your head.
It's Remy!
It's the song, by the way, that everybody calls in to request and no one has any idea what it's called. The title of the song is Clint Eastwood. What kind of a band would make it that difficult for people to know what their song is called? I wonder if Gorillaz are here. Hey, good morning, boys. What's up?
Good morning.
So we got Damon is here, we've got Dan here, and we've got Jay Weasel here. And I got to tell you, the guy from the company came in and said, all right, it's a parallel universe. And I thought, all right, I'm right there, I'm confused. These guys are not really the band, but they know the animated cartoon characters that are. So if that's clear to you, then jump on board.
Where is Murdoch and 2D and Russell and Noodle today?
Murdoch is lying on his side having vodka enema with his favourite female nurse at the moment.
Oh my god, a vodka enema.
I guess when you're animated, you get all the chicks you want.
You just get all the perks.
Yeah, you just, and you never have to pay for it the next day.
He just gets down on his knees and just begs Jamie to draw it, you know,
Sure,
and it happens.
So what are your hopes for tonight then?
I hope that we don't win the fucking Best Directors Award because I don't want to get up and pick it up. And I hope we get really drunk and end up getting in a fight with NSYNC.
What?
David, you come with us?
Fuck off.
Speak
Cam.
to me.
No, I don't speak to you, you fucking punks.
Peace.
So tell me, what did we do last night?
We won nothing. We were up for 3 awards and we won nothing. Turning up for the MTV Awards in New York, I think, was pretty embarrassing, wasn't it?
Why?
Well, when we walked
they made us
down
walk
the red
up
carpet
and
and
nobody
everyone
cheered.
went crazy, and then we realised that who was behind Destiny's Child.
We kept asking if we'd go in the back door and they said, no, you've got to go out the carpet. And we said, well, no one knows who we are. And they made us do it and it just went quiet when we walked out.
When you did the track with D12, Eminem wasn't present, right? That was your
911.
Yeah, it was your post September 11th.
The day after, and we talked about doing something together. It just happened that we were actually booked in the studio the day after. I had this track which had a sort of a certain flavour to it, and they were up for it. And then Terry Hall came in and sort of finished off the choruses, and it's got a very strong sort of Middle Eastern flavour to it. So that hopefully the whole thing is quite a sort of a peaceful statement, a balance of all things.
Hey, Craig. Yeah, like it. That's what I kind of sort of did for you, you know. I sort of thought, you know, you're the star of rapping, that would be really nice on tonight. So that's what we've kind of brought to the table. Yeah.
Well, you when you know you're never going home again. And I can be talking about death and everything.
Yeah.
Talking about people on the plane, they know they were never going home again. You know what I'm saying?
The actual
Time
the rhythm of it.
seems like the snare should be like a little bit, you know what I'm saying? A little, like a slight bit earlier when you hit exactly, you know what I'm saying?
Tighter.
Yeah, like the snare should be like a little tighter, just the snare actually. Because it's sounding out like a boom, you know what I mean, when it come in? Doom,
da doom 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 doom, da doom 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 doom, da doom 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 doom, da doom doom doom. You know what that is? Okay. No, you don't. When the Fat Boys was going into the place before they did All You Could Eat on a Curse Groove, that was the beat played. Do you know who used that beat? Del the Funky Homo Sapien for Catch a Bad One, see? Aha! You know, the hip-hop history trivia with Olivia Newton-John. Derelict Arabic terrorists in the airship, arrogant, apparent to punish people by heritage. NATO marriage, hate embarrassed, there is but faith to cherish, and improve face to face with race awareness. Erase the sheriff to army, bomb me if goddess wish you calmly. For war, here's a starter pistol, cause if you right and know you right, then where's your righteous ways? I sacrifice.
The whole point of rap, I presume, is to express feelings that people are having, but not necessarily you're having. You know, I mean, you know what I mean? And they're all about that sort of thing. They're pretty kind of revolting on occasions, but they're just, you know, they're on the Eminem tip about I'm in the psyche of the country.
I never knew you could get that kind of Arabic sort of. I've never heard you sing those like that. First time you sang like that.
Started working with an Iranian. So it's like,
really?
Yeah. There you go.
Perfect. That's really interesting that you're doing that. We should definitely, because I want to do a lot more stuff like that with future Gorillaz stuff, because I think, you know, it's just fucking essential that we start introducing more of that into our culture, because it's got to be done, isn't it?
Do you enjoy doing live stuff with Gorillaz? Is it exciting as doing obviously?
It's very different. It's very different. But I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to going to America and with at least some sort of sense of I don't know, of achievement, because I've been going there for many, many years, and I've always felt like that as soon as I got there, they were really showing me the door.
Yeah, I got an alternative. Let's get in that old whirlybird there, find us an island someplace, get juiced up, and spend what time we got soaking up some sunshine.
So, you guys are finally playing live in the States?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we lost our original bass player on the first day.
Something that was rather unexpected. Yeah.
Basically,
we lost our man.
Is that right?
Yeah, but that's as much as I want to say.
What the fuck are we gonna do?
What the fuck are we even doing here?
Well, this lovely
we
stage.
don't have a fucking bass player.
Well, we'll be all right though, because we have our bass. It will sound really cool. It might sound really cool, you know. You never know. It might.
You never know.
You never know. So let's just sort of keep our sort of morale up.
Wait, there's one other thing, because it might be. Wait, listen.
How the fuck do I sing and play at the same time?
Well, I'm all worried about you singing that, playing bass, and holding your melodica up, and singing and doing bass.
Okay, Liquidator's going on. They're a bit random now.
Gentlemen.
Ladies, gentlemen. Drink. Just get some music back on. But not Liquidator.
Yeah,
just for a minute, just for a minute.
His nerves, he's new.
He's new in the game. What?
Hmm?
Do you want some water? Can I have a cocktail?
Suck yours.
What?
Liquidator, yeah?
Liquidator.
Yeah, Liquidator.
Right.
fun. Otherwise, the real band members in the Gorillaz are going to become so much more fucking knackered than the cartoon characters.
I'm more interested in the music and the musicians than the rest of the fucking bollocks, which I don't teach. As I told you, anyway, you know? And you called me a cunt for saying.
What?
I don't fucking give a shit.
About what?
No.
About promotion? That's fine. But it's not fair to make Dan and Jamie do it all, is it?
Yeah, very
good for them.
How much is the Gorillaz about Damon? Because a lot of
It's got
times...
nothing to do with Damon.
Nothing at all? Okay, because I hear a lot of people explaining the concept as, you know, Damon from Lure, it's his project, it's an animated group, and his name's always thrown in there.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when...
you're a megalomaniac and you try to get in front of everything.
Yeah. Damon's very famous, so, you know, we try to play him down as much as possible because at the end of the day, all he really does is play the triangle.
Obviously, you guys are all jokes, having fun with the Gorillaz.
No, we're deadly serious.
You are deadly serious.
We're trying to knock those instinct guys off the charts. Because then once that happens, I think Justin can join our band.
Yeah, we want to destroy NSYNC, so Justin has no choice but to come and join Gorillaz.
Okay, tonight's show, what will each of you be doing?
Can I just ask, could you recommend any good lingerie shops in Toronto?
Laundry?
Not laundry, lingerie.
Lingerie? Oh.
What do you shop for lingerie?
I don't like lingerie, I don't get the point.
Really?
Yeah.
It feels so nice on your skin.
I don't know, I've never worn it. I'll ask you about it. How does it feel on your skin?
Silky.
Is it silky? Yeah? Okay. Okay, but back to tonight's show. What are you each going to be doing?
Like we're saying, get the
I'm going to be walking around in my lingerie.
Hey, Dan.
Well, don't leave the door open then.
Don't fucking come and have a look at me then.
He's talking, eh?
Yeah.
Just having a chat with my fucking pal.
What?
Oh, pervy.
Who's me? I can't let you in, Roberto. It's embarrassing.
Are you mother
Did
cheating?
your mother ever tell you not to turn your back on somebody while he's taking a shit? What you want to do? Do the whole set. Do the whole set. Yeah, we'll do the whole set. Nothing but the set.
Do the whole set, see where the holes are.
Yeah.
We are officially back.
In the middle of the show, somebody actually said to me, this is kind of like Pink Floyd for the next generation.
Pink Floyd with Sid Barrett or Pink Floyd without Sid Barrett?
I don't
There's a
know,
big
the big pig with the wires,
Yeah,
and
it's
you
like
know what I
Pink,
mean? The
actually.
sort of assault on the senses that, you know.
Well, no disrespect to Pink Floyd, but you know we've got tunes.
man. You gotta leave it.
Yeah, man. Fuck off.
You gotta play. You gotta do the one gig. Like that.
Some really big screamers out there, aren't there?
Mental for your silhouette today. My silhouette won't work.
It's the shame.
So what other ideas have you had for Gorillaz? And is it a continuing project or is this the conclusion? Another album?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dave,
Yeah.
how are you going to fit this in?
I'm going to Africa and then Mongolia, then coming back, finishing the Blur album. and
It's
then-
like you were rocking then when you started to say all that. You started rocking backwards and forwards.
It's
No,
the
they
Indiana
weren't.
Jones. There isn't it, isn't it? Yeah. And then we'll start working on this again. As the day I woke up, I realised that being a musician was about music and nothing else. Life has got a lot simpler, and my whole life got a lot simpler. I recommend it to anyone who's involved in music, just sort of concentrate on music and everything else sort itself out.
Damon had the idea that the next album should be presented differently.
What, soundtrack?
Yeah.
Soundtrack.
Score.
Yeah.
But not like any normal soundtrack. I mean, it'd be a
It'd
soundtrack.
be fucked up.
It'd be a soundtrack
Great
mainly for
one.
the pop songs.
The next stage of this is really for us is right back to the attitude we had with this one,
Yeah.
which was like, you
Just
know,
roll
we're gonna have to convince everyone again. You know, I think that's what we thrive. That's what you make really good stuff. But you have to go into the wilderness, so to speak, really, to come up with really good ideas, and then you come back. If I'm like that, got it like that. I reckon that'll be alright. Listen, you know, you've got to try these things. Won't be too loud in my ear though, will it?
Yes, mate, it will deafen the ear of your head, yes.
You think it'll feed back as well?
Obviously. You know when they come out with a new eyeliner, they don't necessarily test it on rabbits today, because it's already been tested. You know what I'm saying, Drew?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, do you?
You wearing lipstick?
Fuck off! Look, if we're going to try and do something, right, that is a bit of cartoon magic, you've got to be somewhere, you know, you can't...
I'm drinking
thinking too much, blah 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 blah. I'm feeling really blah blah. I want to blah blah blah, and in the end it means I blah 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 blah. I put my shit together, blah 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 blah. I'm in the beating, like blah 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 blah. Don't you get too close, or I'll blah 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 blah. Stick it up your nose, blah 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 blah. I didn't mean to do it lovely in my head. I tried to be a child, but got a bit hopeless instead. The world is very sexy, it's part of my collapse. 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 It's part of my collapse.
Did you copy that, Tim?
That one? Yeah.
Well, it's already on the net.
Oh.
It's got
It's so nervy using producers. Get it right, it's a breeze. Get it wrong, it's hell on
that's
earth.
right. Yeah, but last time we didn't know that with Dan.
I know.
And it just happened to work. So you got to make some sort of calculated risk.
So I always like the idea of just adding something to what we do,
Yeah.
and then adding a bit to it. So it's a joint. It has to be a co-production, whoever it is.
Yeah. Oh no, of course, yeah, exactly. Well, because I think you've pretty much taken a lot of the songs are pretty much there anyway. It's almost quite loose on the last record as well, and I think.
But I think I've got.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
I don't mind saying so myself.
No, but it feels much tighter.
There's some fantastic stuff in there, and I haven't even really started on it.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
that's what I mean. It feels much harder, much tighter on this already. From what we're hearing.
That's just musicianship's improved a bit.
A bit?
Yeah. not enough to put on your on your passport occupation, musician, but
Hell. Yeah, can you hold that while I'm sitting, please?
You roll me one as well.
Yes, of course. If you hold that for me, because I'm not an octopus. Don't be daft. Maybe I should. Oh, don't be spilling coffee all over my fucking nuts before we get fine. Oh!
Just relax. Learn how to relax.
I'm relaxed, except for when I'm with you. When I'm not with you, people think I'm on Valium. I'm so relaxed. I'm like, all the bones have been removed from my body. I'm like... As soon as I get with you, I'm just... See, look, I'm not happy about this.
You just got to believe it's going to be all right.
That's that laugh.
Yeah, something like that. That laugh came from you just laughing at the music that was happening that day. You were just laughing at it, you know what I mean? Because it was making you feel like that.
That's crazy.
You too, though. You was making me laugh too, though. Your mannerism, you was funny, man. You really make me laugh. You too, though. No, you in the day, you're different in the day than you are at night.
Oh, that's because I'm sober in the day.
Are you really?
They had recorded a bunch of stuff already, like you did the first time, yeah. And but I sat and listened to a lot of it. It was great. And then the first thing we worked on was Dirty Harry. We got along, and it worked out okay.
He's our greatest rapper, even though it's, people like the Streets and everything would never ever have happened if he hadn't.
He did those, I mean...
It starts with Injury, and then it's Shawn Riders, and everything after that is a composite of those two things.
If you can pull this off and you've really earned your producer stripes, you really have.
I'm down, I don't know.
No, you really have. If you can do this, then you really have. You can work with anyone.
vaguely remember doing this, you know. Am I doing this all doing in one take, or am I doing the vocals again?
No, we're doing one take live.
Because I don't know what the lyrics are.
Oh, that's...
Just make them up.
Get an album copy.
I've no lyrics, it's all just made up.
No, we're not going to do the vocals again, with it.
I know.
You don't know what the lyrics are.
Sorry about this.
He's not done his homework.
What are we doing?
We're doing a take. We're actually now ready for doing takes, so...
Well, no. Shouldn't there be someone singing?
Yeah, there should. But
Yeah,
he doesn't know the lyrics.
We're saying that castrophony could actually be a whole new word that you've created. Maybe we should leave it in.
That's what's it saying?
All right,
I created that word.
Fucking face, we're just saying you created that word.
Deliberately created a new word called castrophony.
Castrophony. And in there came a sound distant at first that grew into castrophony. So immense it could be heard far into space. Okay, now.
But I mean, we just want you to say it how you'd say it. Do you know what I mean?
Once upon a time, at the foot of a great mountain, there was a town where the people known as happy folk lived. Their very existence, a mystery to the rest of the world, obscured as it was by great clouds. Here they played out their peaceful lives, innocent of the litany of excess and violence that was growing inexorably in the world below. To live in harmony with the spirit of the mountain called monkey was enough.
You know when it moves to that sort of spooky Morricone kind of thing.
That's when the camouflage. That's when the strangers.
Yeah, I think that's then one day strange folk. If we could get to that, and then when that starts, then this bit starts. So
right. For the first time, the happy folk felt fearful, for they knew that soon the monkey would stir from its deep, deep sleep. Then there came a sound, distant at first, that grew into a castrophony, so immense it could be heard far away in space. There were no screams. There was no time. The mountain called Monkey had spoken. There was only fire. And then, nothing.
Oh, little tiny USA, time has come to see. There's nothing you believe you want. But where were you when it all came down to me? Did you call me now?
That's it. It's your lot.
End of album, boys.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much. It's been lovely knowing you, and what? What? Jolly good.
Things like this.
Fucking the NME, just absolute, the NME, and the editor of the NME, and all the journalists who write on the NME. It's like fucking, you know, either get behind us or don't bother, you know.
So what have they done?
Just rewritten Cass's interviews, edited out, asked him loads of venomous questions, and he's written loads of very funny answers as Noodle, and then they've edited them and rewritten them to make themselves look like a bunch of smart asses, which they're not, because they're a bunch of who change their opinion every week. So we're supposed to be doing a cover with them. They want to do a Dirty Harry. When Dirty Harry comes out as a single, they want to do it as a cover. I don't know if I really want to even have my artwork on the front of the NME. It can't really help you sell that many singles anymore, can it? Being on the cover of the NME must mean absolutely fuck all, especially when you're sort of in the top 5 in America with your album. What's the NME going to do for you? Sell you an extra 5 copies to a couple of Razorlight fans? Maybe we should just not bother, because they're essentially, aren't they? Did I say that? Did I tell you I thought they were all...
Yeah. You're preaching to the converted.
Anyway, I need to get on now. I can feel his beady eyes on the back of my neck when I'm trying to draw. Here, look, Harry, look. This is what the editor of the internet is. Oh yeah, you get me.
So I thought Dirty Harry was the first single because that got out onto the internet kind of quickly.
That started off on an album I made on the last Blur tour called Demo Crazy, which was just all on 4-track. It was a whole record, totally unfinished, just the first sort of scratchings that you make in hotel rooms when you're on tour, and I just left it like that, I never developed it. That's how Dirty Harry started.
I need a gun to keep myself among poor people burning in the
So you get that sort of Arabic music, and then you hear that, and that sort of scream sound is you raising up, then you throw it off, and then bang, you start.
Okay. No problem.
And then as the rap goes on, you probably start to calm down a bit more, because in the end of it, all I want to do is dance, and you're sort of like that.
Okay.
Would it be nice if he comes out the hole and does that, and then he's here, and then he's on top of the truck, and then the other side of it, it's almost like he's a phantom that keeps appearing in different places.
Yeah, we can definitely get
rap.
that.
If you're going to get the truck in it, then we might as well. One minute he can be on top of the truck, we can be looking up, and he can be out of the camera.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Let's go. Around this way.
And this is the point of the day where we bury our featured artist in the desert. Are you all right under there, Booty? Can you hear us? Tiny little voice on the side. Yeah,
Okay.
Got it? Because I'm like this. So it's kind of hard for me to get a, like.
You haven't got any.
I can't use my legs to. If I can sit like this.
In the bag.
In the bag.
In the bag. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
We're trying to create something that has no references to kind of rock music whatsoever. It's more like a sort of a film score revisited, with some reference points of the film around it, but it's kind of very much a program of music.
This gives you an idea of the stage size.
Normal theatre stage,
No, but for some reason I just envisaged a slightly bigger width to it, not necessarily depth.
Yeah.
You can see the depths from around this side.
I don't think it's big enough.
Do you want to come and look around this side here, Damon? Damon, come and have a look around this side.
You can look all down that side you like. This is it, isn't it? It's there to there.
There's your stage. Curtains. Pit.
Take that.
Screen hanging. Well, forget the screen, that's up in the sky. But here's some coloured panels at the back, band in front of them. And then you've just got the whole thing here for choir, strings.
With its glossy floor, so you get the coloured reflections.
It's what, my initial thoughts were, let's try and make an interesting looking stage, but fuck it, let's just have everybody on the same level. You right at the back.
Yes.
And we still have some coloured panels that flash on.
And I think
at
of the
back.
panels as
But
slightly
you'll be a
offset.
smaller silhouette at the back. You'll be less. And then you've got choir here, you can have all of the strings on stage,
Yeah, exactly.
all of the choirs on stage.
I'm happy with that now.
Good.
That's really easy.
Too many days to get lost.
I'm with it. All right.
I say good luck.
Oh, right. Are you off then?
I'm going down a pub.
Hey, it's you who's been sick of it.
No, it's not me.
It's just the smell, isn't it?
We need to get that smell out of the fucking... Someone's been puking up in there, man. What the fuck am I? We just... I'm gonna be sick, man. I can't do it with that.
Jump with the moon and move it. Jump back and forth and feel like you there yourself and work it out. Never cheat, no, never cheat, no, never cheat, no.
Best show in town, mate. Best show.
Oh, yeah. Some of the reviews. It's been great.
Brilliant. Brilliant. 2 nights down. Oh, sorry, my head's a bit all over the place.
Really?
What's it like to just be on stage for like 3.5 minutes and have done your set?
Yo, it's beautiful. Like to have someone, for us to walk off and then someone try to hand us a towel was like funny. Like, yo, we did 2 hours. Like, you handing me a towel after being on stage for 3 minutes. Like, keep your towel.
Don't stop, get it. Be by your captains in and steady, watch me navigate. Yo, don't stop, get it. Be by your captains in and steady, watch me navigate.
You know, you set the agenda there, which was fantastic. You know, it's another wow, really, in a series of wows.
I'll get out of it before Sean Paul's posse come in and start giving me this. What does that mean? That means I'm going to stick 3 fingers up your hole. Hey, you. I'm going to go like this, yeah? Fucking come on.
Congratulations. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Let's do the shopping channel. One more, yay!
We got the world in our hands. We got the world in our hands.
On the phone with us right now, Damon from Gorillaz. Hey, Damon, good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going? Heard you guys had a long night getting into the States.
Pardon?
Oh, no, nothing. Hey, so...
What are you trying to say about me?
Yeah, you just flew in, is that right?
Yeah, I flew in last night. Yeah.
All right, Damon, so I guess my first question is...
But how on earth am I going to get here unless I have a long flight?
I heard you had a long
Unless you've invented a new form of travel.
It's not a long flight, long night. That's why you got to run it. I mean, whatever.
Well, you know.
I'm Dr. Lundy.
Right.
I have 4 children here who are from my congregation in New Jersey.
Right.
And we were invited. I was just told to show up at 3 o'clock. With some kids at the sing.
Right, okay.
And I did. When I heard the words, which was my first time, I was shocked. I was like, wait, am I hearing this? So I asked if I could see the words, and I was about to bring them out, and I was told to let me explain. So could you help me understand why I should have African-American males in the context of New York, at the Apollo, no doubt, singing, I need a gun to keep me from harm?
No, it doesn't. It's just to keep myself among. Keep myself among the poor people who are burning in the sun.
It says harm.
No, that's not the lyric.
See, then that's something different.
That's not the lyric at all. It says, I need a gun to keep myself among the poor people who are burning in the sun.
Say the last word again, among.
Among. Like
among.
A-M-O.
That's
among.
That one word makes a major difference. And
Well,
that's
it's not harm. That's just that's
But that's what the
bureaucracy
kids are singing.
going. Well, they're singing the wrong, and I don't know why. Wayne, he's done it in England with kids of similar ethnic backgrounds, and it was recorded in Atlanta with purely
African American.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's kind of its origins are already amongst.
But when you say that word, I mean, just for you to change this word from harm to among.
Why have you got harm on
that's
there?
a major.
No, he didn't write these lyrics.
No, I know. But if he's but there's never that's not. It's I need a gun to keep myself among. It's a kind of rhetorical thing. It's an anti-war song. Completely. If you look at Booty Brown's the lyrics of Booty Brown, it's utterly and totally anti. That it's pacifist. The whole record is a pacifist record.
What's the gun here?
The gun is I suppose I see the gun and I use it throughout the record as a strong kind of. It is such a negative image that it has to be somehow sort of destroyed and turned into something else. You know, do you know what I mean? And that's all I'm trying to do in the record. That's all I'm trying to do. That's why I'm being very, very upfront. And yes, using a kids choir on the record, it's but you know, to be honest with you, you're the first people who have actually who even really thought about it.
I find that very shocking.
Well, you know, my mother finds it shocking that I make these records and no one seems to kind of sort of understand that there's this, and
I'm sure if I lived in the UK, I could probably get a more understanding of it. But I'm talking about the situations the situations that happen here, and the way that the kids use weapons here.
Yeah, but we have it in Britain. You see,
I don't know. I don't watch news.
We have it in Britain. We have kids in schools with guns. It's exactly the same.
Okay.
Really. Right. You know, there's no difference.
Yeah. Yeah. I think what I hear you saying is that it's almost the dichotomy between dark and light.
Exactly. You know, the album is called Demon Days, and
these words. Okay, I got you.
I know, but you've got to understand. I'm not.
But when you I do. I want to.
And
thank
not
you.
a single
Thank
person.
you for your work.
And these are from.
Where's Damon?
I've been stressed out. I mean, really seriously. I mean, I've never gone on. I'm never. I love music, but man, I've never, except for this one thing when I played Sinatra, have I ever even thought about performing a song? Much less, I can't sing a note. But this is like, it's just well.
Do you want to work out that cue, Dennis?
Sure. Let's try one more. Let's just do it.
Look at that hole. Just look at this hole. Look at it.
Oh, great. Looking for a meal, are you? So that should do it, man.
Yeah, I don't think you need to devote any more of your stress to this. Okay, really, it's going to be great.
Because you got
It is, and I hope you have a fantastic night tonight, and really enjoy it, and hopefully you'll be kind of itching to get on that stage and do it.
Damn right. I'm in the Apollo Theater, man. It's like every fucking buddy who has ever anybody.
I love it. And they've got this lucky tree stump which they kind of carry around. It's wonderful. You just touch, like you can stick your head in it, and it's just there's a sound in there that's it's a very unique sound. It's a beautiful place. I love Harlem. I love the feel of Harlem.
Oh yeah, I lived up there for almost a year. I was a dancer that I knew in the early '50s. Very good stay.
Hey, the fucking kids in the car.
This is what I'm doing at Damon. I tell you what, I was wrong about that. That is actually a brilliant t-shirt. It says everything you need to know instantly.
Hey, what? You want it? Hey.
Fuck that off, Chris.
Ceri, you really should wear some clothes. I keep telling you this when you're filming.
We put up with it for a long time.
Oh, you fucking stinky
Hey, that's why you didn't say that one.
Where should I do it?
That's
The girls?
not nice.
Should I do it with the girls?
Stage.
Should I do it with the girls? You
Fucking 12 pounds of ginger toast. What is that?
Rowdy was bizarre.
No, because I'm going to be sick, and if I'm sick, then it ruins my vocal cords. Shush.
Some others do haven't.
That's not me, that's in there.
Oh, fuck off. You literally crapped your pants in front of everyone and go, that's not me.
Did you sharted then?
I can't take it, so it's not my... Is that so?
I can't take it.
We'll come down to where?
Just where you were.
Where she was standing, yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Ceri.
Thank you.
So, what are you? Something I've been working on for the last 6 years.
What? Smoking?
Of anything at all, but